Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. All right, guys. So today has been an interesting day because, as I told you guys, last night, um, my gosh, this Hurricane Debbie situation that's coming in has been insane, and the flooding in Charleston is wild. I've never seen anything like it. So I hope everyone's staying safe. Last night it was tornado warnings, and all of a sudden my phone was going, whoa, at 12:15. I jumped out of bed. I was like, Jason, get up. It said, go to the basement. I said, I don't have a basement. It was a lot. But we're back to talk about the fact that Jackie Goldschneider is claiming that she talked on the phone with Teresa and Louis after the finale. So I want to talk about that. But also, Brittany Cartwright is shading the hell out of Jax Taylor amid her new little romance with the Bachelorette guy. Yeah. So before we jump in, pop off in the comment section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So I don't know how much of this you've seen, but we're going to get into it. Before we do, I did want to say a huge thank you to roseforever.com. As you can see behind me, they sponsored our entire wall, which is incredible. This one is meant to be on that shelf right there, but they gave us 6 of them, sponsored us. Love them. Now, I have an affiliate link that you guys can use. The roses last literally over a year. They maintain their smell. They're one of the best gifts that I've given to all my friends and family. I get compliments on them all the time. I have a link for 20% off. I'm going to pin that in the comment section and also put it in the description for you guys. So check it out. And when you get them, send me a photo because I want to see. Now, with that, let's go into the Jackie Goldschneider of it all. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Jackie Goldschneider addressed a half-hour phone call with Teresa Giudice and her husband Louis after the season finale, where Jackie admitted that Louis' ex came to her house. She also revealed when she stopped speaking to the ex, and Teresa shared more details about the story. So when Jackie met with the ex, who allegedly gave her information to use against Teresa, the two castmates were in the midst of a war after Teresa brought up cheating rumors about Jackie's husband. Now, they made up earlier this season, but in the finale, Margaret exposed that Jackie met the ex, and Margaret, who also communicated with the ex, Vanessa Reiser, made it seem like Jackie was the only culprit behind the anti-Louis campaign. I always want to call him Louis. I think Margaret and Melissa were waiting to tell me that Jackie had Louis' 2 exes at her house, is what Teresa said in an interview for Bravo TV. In her own interview, Jackie addressed Margaret's insinuation that Jackie was responsible for everything related to Louis' ex. Margaret thought that she was going to dismiss her culpability by putting it all on me, but the truth is that once my fight with Teresa was over, I stopped speaking to that ex, so I hadn't spoken to her in years. Jackie said she was caught off guard by Margaret's declaration, which is why she initially denied it. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm going to admit it. And if Teresa doesn't want to be my friend anymore, I get it. But in her own interview, Teresa shared that she already knew about it, and she didn't even flinch when Margaret said it. I knew that they were all hanging out with the exes. I think that they were all talking to them. Jackie had them at her house because Margaret's not going to be dumb enough to have them at her house. Or Melissa's not going to have them at her house because Melissa then is going to look bad. That's because she's my sister-in-law. And Margaret let Jackie do it because, at that time, Jackie was Margaret's puppet. I don't believe, guys, honestly, I don't believe that Teresa knew. I think that Teresa just doesn't want to look like she was caught off guard. But maybe she did know. Jackie then shared that years ago, Louis' ex reached out to her and every other cast member, and she gave her something that I could use if Teresa didn't stop their war. And Teresa said she was totally fine with Jackie meeting with Louis' ex because Teresa hurt her with the cheating rumors. And Jackie shared that she had a half-hour phone call with Teresa and Louis the day after she admitted to meeting the ex. I felt bad regardless of what she had done to me in the past because I did deny knowing the ex. Of course I did, because I didn't want to be in the middle of it. You were in the middle of it. And also, the difference here is that Jackie's saying the minute that I stopped talking to her a while back, but the minute that Teresa and I ended up making up, that's when I stopped, I didn't talk to the ex. So it makes it okay because now you guys have made up. But Margaret and Teresa didn't make up. So does that make it okay that Margaret did talk to the ex because Teresa and Margaret were still in a bad place, which is exactly why Jackie was talking to the ex because Jackie and Teresa were in a bad place? Or does that just completely, you know, come off as two separate scenarios and one has nothing to do with the other? Like, what? Anyways, moving on. This, like, you can't write this shit. I really feel like you cannot write this. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Let's get into this next part, which is the Brittany Cartwright of it all. Brittany Cartwright and Jax Taylor. You guys know that Jax Taylor is in a mental health facility. I believe a lot of people are saying that he's in a rehab. I'm not quite sure if it's in a rehab or not. I don't know where he is. I'm going to go with mental health facility. But Brittany Cartwright seemed to shade her estranged husband, Jax Taylor, on her Instagram story over the weekend. It was nearly after, I guess, about a week that Jax confirmed he was entering a mental health facility. She, who faced rumors of a potential romance with Bachelorette alum Tanner Cortad, last week shared a message about narcissists. Here is said message. This is what Brittany posted. Thank you to Bywig Hello Drama. She said, with a narcissist, after a narcissist, with a photo of Megan Fox's face and, yeah, on the Mona Lisa. Okay. Well, meanwhile, on Jax's Instagram story, he told fans and followers that he wanted to change the stigma surrounding men and their mental health. The irony of this is that Jax talked so much shit about Rachel Leviss and her mental health journey. Rachel Leviss just made Jax's mental health journey about herself, which is an eye for an eye because he made what she was going through about himself and monetized off of it. Everybody monetized off of Scandal. But now he's an advocate for mental health. This is the post. Oi, oi, oi. Point of view. A man doesn't talk about his problems. You always talk about your fucking problems. As he shared the clip, which saw a man drinking and smoking before passing out, Jax said he was taking a stand against the stigma and was determined to teach his son differently. I mean, people can change, guys. I'm not saying they can't. I believe this my entire life, and the cycle is going to stop now. I'll teach my son it's okay. It's not weakness, but strength to ask for help. Now, as fans will recall, Brittany hinted that Jax had been mentally abusive toward her earlier this year after their separation. That was back in February. And at the time, she took aim at her estranged spouse by liking an Instagram comment from a fan. I think she is a very strong person. Think about it. She walked away from a home she loved and helped create that home for her child. It must have been horrific, the mental abuse that she suffered. People don't just walk away from all they love if it's not for the safety of their child and mental health. Go, Brittany, go. We got you, is what the comment stated. And Brittany liked the post accusing Jax of creating a negative narrative about her on the Valley's debut season. That is the exact opposite of what a good partner should do, especially since you've spent so many seasons trying to change his narrative to a positive one. Yeah. Okay, guys. I want to hear what your thoughts are, especially about Teresa defending Jackie in this conversation that they had. Do you think that Teresa just didn't want to look like, I guess, an idiot because she was caught off guard? Or do you think she truly knew that Jackie, she obviously didn't know that Jackie was talking to the ex, because then Jackie wouldn't have had to admit it on the finale. That doesn't even add up. The math ain't mathin'. That sounds like bullshit to me. But I want to hear what your thoughts are. And then also for Brittany, if she's shading Jax, I saw some comments where people were like, let him get help and be a supportive, estranged wife. And it's like, no, she literally got mentally mind effed for so long. She doesn't owe him anything. She just owes everything to herself and her kid. Otherwise, for him, you want to go get help, go get help. That doesn't negate everything that you've done for the last however many years. I'm sure she's happy that he's seeking help because she's asked him to go seek help. But that doesn't mean that you're all of a sudden going to be this changed person. It takes time. It takes work. And she would be way too naive to believe that right out of the gate. It's bullshit. It takes time. It takes work. But guys, again, If you want to send Brittany or anybody else a beautiful gift, check out roseforever.com. Click on the affiliate link to get 20% off. They last over a year. They smell delicious. They come in all shapes and sizes, as you can see behind me, with different boxes. Some ceramic, some velvet, some clear plastic. You get the ish. And let me know what you guys think. Love you guys. Bye.